Welcome back to MTG Burgeoning, your channel for all things magic. In today's video, we are going to go through some mail, baby. What's up, MTG BC? That is the MTG Burgeoning community. Welcome to another episode where we're going to go through some mail. And we're going to start with the biggest that we have here in this massive FedEx box. We're going to liberate the contents of this first. Now, this package comes from Cardamom Jigs. And if you're not familiar with what Cardamom Jigs is, I would definitely recommend checking them out. They sell specialty products, one of which are, there they are, they're Cardamom Jigs. So what we have here are reusable packs. You can build them up. You can fit 20 single-sleeved cards into these packs, and these bad boys are just perfect for jumpstart packs. Now, for as long as I have been shopping at Cardamom Jigs, never in the history of me shopping there, which is just a couple of years. I mean, it's not like I've been there since the inception of the company, but for as long as I've been there, never have they ever had a sale. And these were 30% off. Now, a pack of 25 of these Cardamom Jigs are usually, well, I think there's supposed to be a fourth one. Yeah, there's a fourth one in here. Now, a pack of 25 of these bad boys are usually $29.99, but because of the sale, $19.99, and that was just something that MTG Burgeoning could not pass up. So just for the purposes of clarity, let's open one of these up. So we ordered 4 25 count purple. So 100 total. And these are going to be, as I said, for our Jumpstart Cube. There we go. So they come disassembled, of course. So you grab one of these bad boys, and very simply, you unfold it, you tuck under, bend the part up like this so that the plastic flap is like that, bend, and then you just pull that bad boy closed and seal it up just like that. Now, like I said, this will fit 20 single-sleeved cards. And if you want to, protect some of the more valuable or more rare cards that would be in one of those 20-card Jumpstart packs, you can definitely double sleeve them. Now, the only thing for me is generally I am a Dragon Shield mat user. 20 single-sleeve Dragon mats are not going to fit into a Cardamom Jig little pack thing here. So you got to switch to something like Ultra Pro Eclipse, or something that's going to be a little less thick so you can fit the sleeve cards in there. But you can absolutely do that. I have something already that, some cards that are more valuable, like if you have the Elves Jumpstart pack and you want a double sleeve to protect the Allosaurus Shepherd or the Crater Hoof Behemoth, you can definitely double sleeve that one and they'll all fit into here. So this was a great find, great purchase. I mean, 30% off, that just never happens. Well, 33.33333%. I mean, down from $29.99 to $19.99, it's almost like buying X to get something for free. And that was the first purchase in 100 purple. Very glad to have made that purchase. That is mail day number 1. Our next purchases are going to come from CoolstuffInc.com. I have been a patron, I guess, a customer of theirs for many, many moons. So many moons that I am able to receive the highest membership level tier of discounts, which is For singles, it's 15% off. So, with the Streets of New Capenna finishing the original Triumph cycle from Ikoria, those were definitely some lands that I was keeping my eye on to make sure that I can get them just to complete the collection and have the entire cycle of 10. However, one of the problems with that is that they were not dropping in price. Weeks after a release date, they were just inching up higher and higher. They were not dropping, so we made the decision to just pull the trigger and get them anyways, even though we generally would have tried to wait until, you know, the hype had died down. But they weren't dying down for the final cycle of these quote-unquote Triumph lands, so we had to pull the trigger to get them before they went up any higher. So here are 4 out of the 5. They only had 4 at the time of making the purchase. We definitely went Showcase just because they look so much cooler and they look close enough to the the original Showcase Triumphs from Ikoria. So we got 1 each of these. We did not get them in foil because we generally do not go for the frou-frou, highfalutin foil purchases just because we have to draw a line somewhere. So there's Xander's Lounge. And number 4, Ziatora's Proving Ground. So we definitely had to pull the trigger on those 4. And then eventually, like they normally do, they did get the restock on the 5th land. So we ended up getting the Jetmir's Garden. And there it is. That completes the set of 5, which then completes the cycle of 10. All of which are in Showcase, of course, that we have. So it was a very nice deal with the 15% off absolutely helps without a doubt. Granted, it would have been more beneficial if we could have gotten them at a slightly lower price, but they were not dropping the price. They just kept inching up more and more and more. And I wasn't really interested in getting the regular frame Triumphs, which, you know, each one of those are like a couple dollars less for each one. If I want to complete the cycle of the Triumphs that are all the original 5 are Showcase, then it kind of doesn't look as nice to have 5 regular frames mixed in with 5 Showcase frames. So that's what we did here. That's the Coolstuff Inc. purchase. And there we go. Triumphs. I guess for Streets of New Capenna, I don't know, where do we go, like boss lands or something? Because, you know, each one of the family heads are in the name with Jetmir, Ziatora, Xander, Spar, Rafine. Each one has like a stronghold, so I don't know, boss lands, stronghold lands. I don't know, can't really call them Triumphs because they don't have Triumph in the title. Well, that's a lot of words to say we completed the Triumph cycle. These are the lands, Streets of New Capenna, and that was purchase number 2. And 3, I mean, because we had to order them. We had to order the Jetmir's Garden separately. And our next mail day package comes from Mr. Bevers MTG. We are a patron of Mr. B and his monthly grab bag. So let's see how we did with our grab bag for the month of May. All right, so let's see. We got a Bone Rattler. So we got one of the Mystery Booster playtest cards. Bone Rattler. It's a skeleton. It's 4/4, and when Bone Rattler is put into our graveyard from anywhere, we exile it, and when we do, we create 4 reassembling skeleton token cards and put them into our graveyard. And we'll never be able to play with this card because it's not a real card. Luckily for us, whenever a patron pulls a playtest card during one of Mr. B's grab bags, he includes a card behind it, and here we have the Biting Palm Ninja as a promo because there's that silver planeswalker symbol. All right, Human Ninja Ninjutsu. We will put that right into the storage coffer. Now let's see what else we were able to pull from our grab bag. We have a Rapid Vigor. Regenerate each creature we control. That's going to Original Conspiracy. Reprint, I think that is. All right, Sorcerer's Wand. This is a foil. Let's pull this out of the sleeve so we can see how nice the foiling looks. Ooh, that does look nice. Boy, oh boy, Dominaria did the foils well. Equipment. This creature deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. If it's a wizard, it deals 2 damage instead. So this is for your wizard-centric decks or your changeling decks. Next up, we have a Nature's Embrace. All right, a Rime Shield Frost Giant. Common. The Solitary Camel as a common. And there's another common, our Ether Swooper, going to the days of Ether Revolt. And here we have a Crashing Tide, which is another blue card. We were pretty heavy in the blue and the green here. And Ether Snipe finishing off our commons. And then our first rare is the Phyrexian Plague Lord. This dude is a beast because it gives us that free sacrifice effect. It's a 4/4 that we can tap and sacrifice him to give target creature -4/-4 till end of turn. But that's not what we're ever going to do with this carrier. We're going to have it out on the battlefield, and we're going to use its built-in sacrifice a creature ability just for the purposes of getting our death triggers to trigger, or, you know, for life drain effects. But a free sacrifice effect, similar to what Viscera Seer is, although this time we're not scrying, we're giving target creature -1/-1 until end of turn. Phyrexian Plague Lord, that's going to get it done. And lastly, we have an Archon of Valor's Reach. I've always wanted to try to build a deck around this for the kitchen table. It's a 5/6, flying, vigilance, and trample just for 6 mana. So those stats alone, when you have a power and toughness combined of 11 and 3 keywords to equal 14, but your mana investment's only 6, that's really good on our side. In addition, this enters the battlefield. We choose artifact, enchantment, instant, sorcery, or planeswalker, and players can't cast spells of the chosen type. So a kitchen table deck with 4 of these bad boys on it, if we can get enough of these or copies of these onto the battlefield, we can really shut down what our opponents can do and then just win the game with an army of Archons. All right, and our next mail day package comes from Mitch from the Commander's Quarters. We are a patron of Mitch, and I absolutely have no idea what's going to be in this envelope. So it is Mitch from the Commander's Quarters. If you don't know who he is or haven't checked him out, his YouTube channel is awesome. So let's see what we have here from Mitch. It is an Evolving Wilds. Okay, thank you, I guess. Evolving Wilds. Opening that up, and let's see. It looks like it's autographed here. If you can make that out with a little bit of a glare there. Evolving Wilds. And a Basic Plains. Okay, an autographed Evolving Wilds and an autographed Basic Plains. And those are coming from Mitch from Commander's Quarters. And our last package of the day that we're going to do here for our mail day is probably going to be the best one, and I don't sense anytime soon that it's going to be topped. Okay, so this is the end result of participating in an Eternal Masters box battle over at Pack Opening Addict. Now, this also is going to be, there's going to be a link in the description below where you can go and check out this opening. So how this particular box battle went down, 6 participants were in the Eternal Masters box battle. Each of the 6 participants got 4 packs of Eternal Masters. After all 4 packs were opened for each of the 6 participants, whoever had the highest combined converted mana costs of rares and mythics won a foil full art box topper Force of Will from Double Masters. That was on the high end of the mythics and the rares. On the low end was a Zendikar Rising Expedition of Cavern of Souls, foiled out, just absolutely brilliant in all of its foily goodness. Same thing with the Force of Will. And for the 4 participants in between, the highest converted mana cost and the lowest converted mana cost, each got a collector's pack of Kamigawa. So this was just an unbelievable battle to get in, and there were so many people that expressed interest in getting in on this battle that Pack Opening Addict took all of the names and put it into this awesome like wheel spinning thing online to randomly select 6 participants from the entire pool to make it into this box battle. And MTG Burgeoning was one of those 6. And in this package is exactly what we ended up winning. And now you're going to see it. So spoilers, if you don't want to know what's in the package because you want to go and watch the box opening first, pause the video here, click the link in the description below, and then come back and relive exactly what we're about to showcase. This is the last thing we're going to open here during this mail day, so you won't miss much after. All right, so that's up to you. If not, then here we go. Oh, baby. Okay, here, man, these are some nice envelopes. Okay, there we go. So 4 packs of the Eternal Masters and the contents, and whether or not we ended up with the highest converted mana cost, whoop, there's still something else in here, or the lowest, or if we just ended up with a Kamigawa collector's pack. I think you could tell right there that you know that we weren't in the middle. So let's start on the left. Now this actually is a set I have opened very, very little of in my time in Magic. Eternal Masters is not one of the sets I really didn't give it much time or attention. All right, so our Eternal Master packs. These are probably just going to be the commons. So we're not going to spend too much time here. Ooh, Tragic Slip is a great common. Oh, hollow. And then these are some uncommons. Merfolk Looter, Foil Mana War. These must be... Oh, and then there is one of the ones right there. We pulled from one of our Eternal Master packs. We pulled a Vampiric Tutor. Yes, we did. Oh, look at that. And we also pulled a Sylvan Library. So can you imagine that in 2 packs of Eternal Masters in a whole sealed box? One with the Vampiric Tutor and one with the Sylvan Library. Oh, but we're not done yet. Oh, and then we also pulled a Mystical Tutor too. We were absolutely on fire with what we were getting in the rare and mythic rare slot in our packs, and these were all in succession because the very first rare that we pulled was the Shardless Agent. So Shardless Agent was rare number 1 that we pulled, and then the second rare that came out was the Sylvan Library, followed by the Mystical Tutor, and then the Vampiric Tutor. Those were our 4 rares and mythic rares in the 4 Eternal Masters packs that we opened. Unbelievable pulls. I mean, the Shardless Agent is the Shardless Agent. I mean, that's it just being reprinted in MH2, not that big of a deal. But these 3 cards are a huge deal. Look at that. Oh, just amazingly awesome pulls from those packs. And here we have some uncommons and some more commons to filter through. Llanowar Elves, of course. You can never have too many Llanowar Elves. So you're probably already thinking, if you're watching this right now, you're adding up the CMC, you're seeing the single card there, and you're thinking, there's no way a combined 7 was going to land that Force of Will. Oh, you're right about that. Ooh, that's a nice looking Spirit. Yikes. Okay. Quiet Speculation. Ooh, Elite Vanguard. Nice. Knight's Whisper. That's a great common to have. All right. Another Jungle Hollow. That's all right. No complaints. Ooh, Faithless Looting. Excellent. There is 0 way I can complain about any of this foil uncommon, and I'm not going to. Ooh, a Surf Token. I don't sense I've ever had a surf token. I have to find out what makes that. And then I gotta put it into a deck. Merfolk Looter. Wall of Omens is a great card, of course. Swords to Plowshare, great uncommon. Our uncommon... Wow. Wake Dancer? Wow, okay. All right. We're just gonna... Gaseous Form, a Tempest Original. Fog. White Mane Lion, Elephant Token, Wonder at Uncommon, and Cabal Therapy. All right, so everything is leading up to what we have here in this top loader. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, ho, ho, baby. Cavern of Souls as a Zendikar Rising Expedition. No words, just complete awe-stricken silence. Wow. Just wow. Carefully. I'm going to take it out of the penny sleeve just to really appreciate the unbelievable foiled goodness of this card. Wow. Just wow. So you got that right, MTGBC. We did it. We got into that pack opening. I'm sorry, not pack opening. We got into that box battle. And without a shadow of a doubt, even though somebody did walk away with a box topper foil Force of Will from Double Masters OG, I think the spread that we got right here, not only did we absolutely end up in the black with this investment, but just look at the cards we got. I mean, we can take this Shardless Agent and put it over here into the pile of commons and uncommons, and we just get it off of the screen just to take a look at that. Best mail day to date. All right, MTGBC, go on over, check it out. It was a fantastic opening. All links are in the description below, and you will go forth. You will enjoy this day as much as I enjoyed opening up these goodies. This is MTG Burgeoning, your channel for all things magic.